My friends, welcome to the conversation today. Welcome to Mondays with Mindo. Excited to connect with you guys today as we are talking about expectations. Yeah, we're talking about expectations, which I'm realizing I don't even think I added a title to this video. Did I? I don't think I did. This is how my Monday's going, friends. The whole thing's kind of crazy, but you know what? Who cares? We're here and we're talking about it. So hang on just a second. I'm going to do a little tech check. As you guys get here live, tell me where are you tuning in from? Do say hello, Mindo. Let me know that you're here with me live. And okay, I'm going to make sure. Yeah, my audio is working too. You guys, it's been wild. Technology, I'm pretty good at it for the most part, but I keep kind of seeming to screw things up. So I'm just like you. Don't worry. If you're in that boat where you're like, why can't anything go right? That's kind of my world right now. So anyway, but you know what? We persevere and we move on. So excited that you guys are here. If you are catching this on Facebook, drop Facebook in the comments. If you are watching on YouTube, I want to see that too. Drop YouTube in the comments. Would love to see where you guys are streaming this from. And thank you for catching the replay. If you are a replay viewer, I appreciate you. So we have been on this journey. How to sell on social simplified. The last couple of weeks we've been talking about it. Now, talking about technology, I got to just tell you guys, I'm going to shoot you straight. I don't know what the heck happened to ChatGPT, but it completely it screwed up. Like I have this whole project with Mondays with Mindo and what we're talking about and what we're doing, it like forgot it all. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I've had to try to navigate through all of that. And it's kind of driving me crazy. Because I didn't keep it in a Google Drive. Here's a fun fact, or here's a good tip for those of you working in ChatGPT that I have recently learned this lesson. Copy what you're building and put it into Google Drive. So when ChatGPT resets itself, you haven't lost everything that you've taught it. Okay. Anyway, so here we are talking about expectations. We're not talking strategy today, although you're probably going to get a little bit of that. It's not tactics. It's not content ideas. We're really going to talk about expectations because expectations based on you guys, 2,700 coaching calls, building totally online for the last 7 years. I've learned a thing or two about expectations. Good morning, Nanette. Good to see you. Oh, I'm glad you're here on Facebook. I love it. Expectations are usually the reason that your business feels heavy, emotional, or inconsistent. Most frustration does not come from doing things wrong. It comes from expecting the wrong things. Okay, it's true. Can anybody relate to that? I'm just telling you. When I finally figured out that like it all kind of rises and falls on my expectations, it was kind of like a sigh of relief. Because while my goals will always stay the same, my expectations have shifted. Okay? They really have. So that's what we're diving into today. We're diving into expectations. I hope you guys are ready for this journey with me. If you get here, smash the heart button. Also, let me know where in this beautiful world you are tuning in from. And before I get ahead of myself, I just want to share with you real quick how to sell on social simply. This is my very first digital product I've ever created. I love it so much. It's very foundational for those of you getting started to sell on social. You can scan the QR code, or I'll drop it here in the comments here too. But I really, after coaching people and saying the same thing over and over again on how to set up their Facebook page, how to have conversations with people, what I kind of do every month, talking about in my, how I sell in my stories, which you guys, great example, go watch my stories after this, how to sell in stories. I put it all together in a guide for you. So if you want that, go ahead and scan the QR code or drop simple in the comments and I'll get it to you. Anyway, all right, expectations. And let me back up just a second, or let me just move forward. What way am I going? Some days I don't know. Let me actually push a little forward. In the social selling space, it's all related. In the social selling space, sales can feel inconsistent because they are. I think it's also unrealistic. I'm kind of flying off the cuff here because my whole ChatGPT is all messed up. My notes are all jacked up right now, and I don't have time to fix them. But I've done this long enough that I can actually kind of do this, right? I can just shoot from the hip. Sales feel inconsistent, my friends, because they are. I know of no industry that doesn't have seasons of selling, that the pendulum doesn't shift one way and then fly the other way. Let's talk real estate and mortgages, right? Some of you that are realtors out there, it can be a dry season based on what? Well, based on what the Fed's going to do. Do you have control over that? No. So when you go into that space of real estate and selling homes, is it fair to just expect that your best year will continue forever and ever? No, it's an unrealistic expectation. I'm curious, those of you that are selling, I don't care what it is that you're selling, what have you noticed this past year, 2025, as opposed to the years prior? Have you seen things shift? I know I certainly have. When I started social selling back in 2018, you guys, I quit my full-time job to build my online business, and God, like his favor was all over that. I said yes to social selling. I partnered with a company called Modere. I started slinging their products online and just doing the things, total ignorance on fire. And good morning, Kelly. Good to see you, my friend. Total ignorance on fire. But here's what happened. I caught the wave and it exploded and my business just blew up. I was one of those people that, it was like, I wouldn't say overnight success, but my first year in social selling, I doubled my full-time income. I should say that. I nearly doubled my full-time income. The next year I built to a six-figure income. The year after it was more. The year after it was more than that. And then the pendulum started to swing back again. And I've learned some hard lessons with that. And I know I'm speaking to many of you that I think you probably are like, yeah, same, Mindy. It's not realistic to think that business is going to continue like that forever and ever. Amen. Which then, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Hold on just a second. You guys. Oh, these notes are just so messy. This whole thing is messy. Yeah, I'm just going to go. I'm just not even looking at my notes. Hold on. Let me just get away. Hi. Okay. So let's just talk about this. Expectations. Is it fair to expect that it's going to continue going the same way, the same profit, the same hustle, the same grind, the same everything over and over again? It's not. And I see too often people quit or they get burnt out or they are stressed out beyond measure because they've sat in this expectation that they should be a certain title by now. They should be a certain rank by now. They should be making certain money by now. But you've got to factor in a few different things. And one of those things I think that's really, really important, especially those of you that are social selling. Okay, those of you that are selling a product online, whether you're in direct sales, network marketing, whatever it is that you're selling online, whatever that is, you guys have to consider the product that you sell. Okay? Good morning, Karen. You have to consider the product that you sell. And let me give you an example of this. A lot of my friends sell makeup or sell skincare. This is, I think, the best example. Tell me this, ladies. I know you're all ladies watching here. When was the last time that you bought a new eyeshadow compact? When was the last time that you purchased like a new foundation? Okay, I don't know about you guys. I still have a MAC palette from, I kid you not, my daughter was in high school. So that I'm kind of embarrassed to even tell you. It's probably like, I don't know how many years old. 4 years old, something like that. Okay. And I still use it. It just hasn't run out yet. I still use it, but it's old. I don't recycle my makeup that often. So I'm saying this to say, if you are in the makeup industry, the skincare industry, and I'm sure that there's more, but I can't think of off the top of my head, and now I'm flying totally without notes. Is it realistic to think that those people that bought from you last month are going to buy from you again this month? Is that realistic or not? Is that a realistic expectation? No, it's not. Sure, you might be able to sell them now a lipstick or maybe a blush or maybe, the moisturizer. Now you can sell them maybe a really great, foundation with some SPF in it or something like that. But again, those products are going to last these women 2 and 3 and 6 months or even maybe years. So understanding that, my point is this, understanding that your products, or those of you too that are in selling a physical products, like I don't know, the spatulas and the cookware and whatever that is, the Pampered Chef stuff, right? The likeliness that you're going to have repeat orders every month is not very likely, not from the same person. So what do you got to do? You got to expand the pond. You got to fish in a bigger lake. Your friends and family are kind of tired from buying from you, right? Like they love you, but they're like, I have everything. Thank you. Please don't ask me again. This is why selling on social is so powerful, first of all. But also going back to expectations, you guys, I need you to really get it. I need you to really understand that you've got to consider the product that you have and the buying cycle of those people. Okay, I hope this is making sense, because again, I'm flying blind right now and I'm just going from experience. So that's a big piece to it. And I think not expecting the pendulum to swing back in business is a risk. It's not only, I guess it's not even a risk. Not expecting the pendulum to kind of swing back, it's just not good business. Knowing that you're going to be, knowing that business is cyclical and you're going to catch a season where there's a lot going on and it's exciting and things are moving and it seems kind of seamless and easy. And then all of a sudden that pendulum is going to start swinging back. This is why we need to be good stewards of our time, of our finances, especially in those seasons of abundance. But I also know this, you guys, had I not said yes, I would have never got to experience that. And so I'm just so grateful that, 7 years ago, I said yes to, yeah, I'm going to sell some products online. Sure. I'd love to try. I just saw such an abundant opportunity to be able to do this. And this is why, and again, going back to selling products, let's talk about this for a minute. Going back to selling products, I also think that, for someone like me, at least, selling supplements, like I'm looking at my digestive enzymes and my vitamin D and my, vitamin C, all of the supplements that I promote, I have repeat customers because they love their products and they want to get them every month. Consumable products is a smart way to build business. Again, it's not to say that, there's not one versus the other, I guess is what I want to say, but adjusting our expectations to understand that we're going to have to keep getting more clients and new eyeballs, which again is why I created How to Sell on Social Simply. So you guys can get out there on social and really start promoting your stuff. It has to be an expectation for you to set and understand you've got to go get more people. You need more eyeballs on your stuff. It just has to happen no matter what you're selling. Anyway, okay, I do have to try to pop back to notes to see, because I know that I wanted to talk about burnout too. Let me touch on this, on burnout. And for those of you that have been in this space, in this industry for a while, trust me when I say, well, it doesn't even matter. You've been in it for a while. You've been in it for a hot minute. Burnout can happen to all of us. And here's what I found, that it happens actually when we expect results to move faster than reality, as though we carry the outcomes. I remember a mentor once saying, I remember him saying to marry the process and divorce the results. Control the controllables. What can you control? You can control how often you post, the kind of content you post, right? You can control your follow-ups in Messenger. You can control your reach outs to people that you're talking to. You can control the amount of time that you spend, intentional time on social media, that you spend engaging with other people, growing your network, collaborating with other people. Those are the things that you can control. And when you marry the process, marry the process in the comments if you guys are with me. When you marry the process, the pressure of the outcome just goes away. It just does. Well, for me too, you guys, I'm just rooted in my faith. And I just know that in scripture, it says, when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. And so while I was a leader in the industry back in the day, right? Like You guys, I'm just gonna brag on my team for a minute, my old team. There was 1 month our team did 257,000 in volume in a month. That was my team. It was nuts. Now I'm like back to like 15 to 20 because I'm starting all over again. Is that going to burn me out thinking I need to get back there? Absolutely not. I'm just going to consistently do the things that I do, just like I did when I started in 2018. I'm going to consistently show up. I'm going to consistently get into Messenger with you guys. I'm just going to consistently do the things I did that got me to where I was before. And come the time where I hit another wave, I'm ready for it. But too often people quit. Have you guys ever seen that book or that meme or whatever? It's like 3 feet from gold. And there's a little guy with a chisel and he keeps chiseling and he's just like this far away from it. But the other guy with the little chisel, he was the same width away from it and he walked back the other way. So many of you quit. And so my encouragement to you today, thanks, Karen, is to marry the process and divorce the result. So, I covered most of my notes just kind of off the hip. I hope this made sense, you guys. I'm sorry. Normally it's not so scatterbrained, but I'll tell you, I think my chat GPT like totally reset. And so the way I trained it to build up my flow, so it actually makes sense, it was all jacked up. And I didn't have time to try to rework it all and figure it all out. But again, this is why too, my friends, it's so important to teach the things that you've walked through, been through, and experienced yourself. I can teach from a place of experience because I've been doing this for 7 years. I don't know. I'm going off on something else now. Don't try to act like the expert when you don't have the experience to back it up. My encouragement to those of you that are building right now that you're like, well, Mindy, I don't have the experience and I don't know what I should talk about. Take people along the journey. There's your expectation. Show up taking them along the journey. You guys, I don't know about you, but I love following people that are on a journey. I follow this guy. His name is Ethan. I follow him on Instagram. He like started his weight at like 600 and some pounds, and he's now down to like 400. I've been following his journey for a long time, praying for that kid. It's just fun to follow a journey. And some of you are really on the journey right now. So my encouragement to you, as you are trying to show up consistently, right? As you are managing your expectations, just knowing and giving yourself some grace in this journey, that is a process. And that all you can do is control the controllables. You show up, take people on the journey, offer your product or service. Many of you are forgetting to do that. You're like, nobody's buying from me. I'm like, when was the last time that you offered? You're like, I don't know, 2 months ago, I posted about it once. Guys, you get this. And actually, here's why too. Let me tell you something real quick. I haven't sent out the emails yet, but how to sell on Social Simply. I'm going to do a live Saturday training for everybody that's bought How to Sell on Social Simply on the 21st of February. I'm going to do a live training and showing you guys how I work and how exactly I do this. So anyways, if you buy this, you get that. Okay. Anyway, I think that's all for me for now. Sorry, this was all jacked up, but I jumped into Mondays with Mindo, and I normally just go into my project that I created for Mondays with Mindo, and I told it to build out the flow and what I wanted it to say, and it's all a big mess, and it doesn't make sense. So I just had to shoot from the hip. Was this helpful? Drop some hearts in the comments if it was, and if it wasn't, don't worry, it will delete in 30 days on Facebook, but it will live forever on YouTube because I'm not deleting this. Okay. All right, guys, I love you. Have a blessed, amazing, and awesome day. We'll see you back here next week for, I don't even know, what is this? This is like episode 3 of 5. There's 2 more that I was building out in this How to Sell on Social Simplified. I got to go back and figure out what next 2 trainings I wanted to do. Oh, ChatGPT, you failed me. Anyways, okay, friends, love you. See you next time.